welcome back to the show, bud.
What's up?
You look great, man. Thanks so much for being here. It's a big show for us. It's the NFL kickoff show.
Yeah.
And I know you have a bit of a football legacy of your own because, of course, you were in Any Given Sunday.
Yes, I was.
That's right, bud.
Yeah,
Come on, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. You know, Any Given Sunday is funny because, you know, you think you're an athlete until you get on the field with a recently retired Lawrence Taylor. And, you know what I'm saying?
You get checked real quick?
A little bit. You know what I mean? He was running by me, tapped me on the shoulder, call the ambulance! I'm like, oh, man.
Oh, really?
He was playing with me, yeah.
Stuff like
you know,
that?
there's an interception, so you're supposed to keep your head on a swivel and all that, because I was on offense, I was a running back,
But
right?
you're a big dude.
Yeah, all that.
But-
yeah, real huge, but still.
But-
yeah. Now, LT, when he got on the field, it was like, he's like basically my size, but it looked like he grew like 3 feet or something when he got on the, you know what I'm saying? Like
Not
it was
fun.
Nah. It was fun. It was
Yeah,
fun.
yeah.
But it was memorable. You know what I mean?
I know you play a lot of football as a kid.
I did.
Yeah,
I did.
But the kind of training that went into this, is any Little League experience help at all?
I mean, you know, Little League thing, you know, with LT, the Little League thing is, you know, you find out, like, the older you get, the further back away from the line you get pushed, depending on your size, you know.
Oh, that's interesting.
So, you know, you start off as nose guard, and then you move to, like, middle linebacker. Next thing you know, let's go to offense. Now you're a fullback.
Yeah, now you're...
And now you're a halfback, you know. Yeah.
Now you're way
you know
here.
Yeah.
Then you're
now
like...
you in the stands, like, you know, writing rhymes. You're in the stands, writing rhymes. Yeah, you're in the stands, writing rhymes.
That's what I'm talking about. That's how you become LL Cool J. Exactly right.
Yeah.
I know Any Given Sunday is not your only football film.
No.
Yeah, because I did a little research here, and apparently, I don't know if you remember this, but you wrote a football rap.
Oh, no.
For the For the 1986 movie Wildcats.
Yeah.
Like, this is for... You remember it, Quest? Of course Quest remembers it. It was never released.
Fortunately. Yeah.
But it was played during the opening credits.
Yeah, it was played. But it's the sport of kings, better than die. Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Talk to me about it.
I just went in the room, this dude, he had a keyboard. It was like, oh, you're gonna be in a Goldie Hawn movie. It was Woody Harrelson and Wesley Snipes' first movie as well.
Yeah.
And I'm just there, and they're like, you know, I like your radio song, and they got me in a room, and this sport, I don't know what happened, bro. It was just like, whatever.
It's
like, yo, when you trying to make it, whatever.
You're hungry, right?
Football, let's get it.
Let's go.
Let's get it.
Well, I just happen to have a little...
Straight out of Queen. No, you ain't got it here.
I just got a little, just a clip of it.
Bro.
No, you want to hear it? Dude, get ready. See, ready? Here we go. It's from Wildcats. Here we go. Football.
You had Norm Van Brocklin, a real great player, so swift with his moves that he could be mayor. Y.A. Tittle, Allie Madison, hey, I remember all those guys from back in the days. It's the sport of kings, better than diamond rings. That's why we're here to sing football.
Come on, that's what I'm talking about right there.
Yeah, it's a very, we listened to a lot of Bob Marley before and a lot of Bob Marley after that.
Yeah.
A lot of Bob Marley was playing.
Was that debut LL Cool J? Was that after?
No, that was after radio, after my first album, but it was kind of like an in-between moment. It was like one of my first film experiences after Crush Groove.
Yeah, Crush
and,
Groove.
You know, look, I'm excited, though. I embrace all the moments, though. That's what I was, you know what I'm saying? Little kid trying to make it.
Look at where you ended up. You're the one and only, man. You're a legend. You're one of my all-time
You're pretty good.
inspired.
Listen, I ain't mad. I'm not mad, Jimmy. I'm not mad.
This year marks the 40th anniversary of Rock the Bells, by the way.
Yeah.
That's amazing that it's 40 years.
Yeah, thankfully.
You crushed that.
Yeah.
And you just released the video for that song because you never released a video for that song.
Yeah.
And it went on to win the Best Music Video, a prize at the Tribeca Film Festival this year.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, crazy.
Why did it take you this long?
You know, I mean, the real reason is because I overslept when it was time to shoot the first video for on my first album. I just overslept, baby.
For real?
Yeah, I was asleep. It was a long night doing shows, knocked out.
Yeah, and
you know, Russell called me up. It's your career. You know, it's your career.
Yeah, man.
And I was thinking to myself, oh wow, I have a career. And I'm like looking at the phone, like he says I have a career.
Yeah, I didn't have
changed my mind about things. And then, you know, so I ended up just, you know, my man Greg Broncala. You know, he came up with this concept to like do a video and kind of incorporate different generations and do a video for Rock the Bells, a never-made video. So we did it and it ended up winning at Tribeca. And thank you, Greg Broncala.
Come on, you crushed it.
Yeah.
Also, your most recent album, The Force that you just put out. It's fantastic, by the
Thank
way.
you, thank
I
you,
remember
thank you.
Questlove posted something about it and was like, "Go check this out. It is fantastic."
Thank
man.
you, thank you.
Crushed it.
Thank
the
you.
song you did with Eminem.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Murdergram. Yeah.
Murdergram. You got to listen a little bit of this.
laptop.
This is new LL. Yeah.
All right.
Listen to this. This is next level.
Do you remember first time you heard the legend in leather? The career ended with the road killer stuck to his fender. I'm on another bender.
Drunk up the power to make it cowards surrender as I devour contenders.
Come on now! That's what I'm talking about. What are you talking about? You start at Wildcats, you end up there.
Yeah.
That's machine gun, bud. That's machine gun. It's unbelievable.
Rah, rah.
Yeah!
Rah, rah, rah.
Yeah! I love it.
Rah.
You
Yeah,
crushed
yeah.
that record's great.
Thank
and I
you.
know the video you did, because Eminem's on that
Yeah.
song. You got a lot of great special guests on this album. Nas is on there.
Yeah.
Busta. But the video with Eminem is nominated for an MTV for a VMA.
Yeah, thankfully, yeah. Yep, and that's actually my very first car. That's my very first car I ever bought. And I actually had it shipped to Detroit for the video.
I was gonna
know what I'm
ask
saying?
you, because is this bigger and different?
Yeah, this is actually the same. Oh, you prepared. This is actually the same car from this album. This was my second album cover, and that's the exact same car, this car right here.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I actually had it redone though, because at one point a tree had grown through it, but that's a long story. But anyway, I
had one of those cars.
I had it redone.
I had one of those cars
I
too.
pimped my ride, you know what I mean? So
A tree was going through
tree
it.
grow through it. It was sitting in my grandmother's
I
driveway.
know exactly
And a little
that.
plant.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
went there one day and looked inside. Yo, it was a tree growing through the joint. I'm like, yeah, it might be time to get it redone.
That's so
You know,
funny,
my mother
bud.
called me up, Todd, I think you should look at your car. I'm like, you know what I mean?
It's 20 feet in the air now. Yeah. What kind of tree is this? Cars don't grow on trees. Only your car does.
those
yeah.
acorns?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. The VMAs are live this Sunday.
Yes.
Of course you're going to do this. You're the best at doing
Thank
this.
you.
You show up, you host award shows. I've seen you crush it before. What is your approach to the weekend? What can people expect?
You know what? Just to really make it about the artists, make it about the fans, have fun. I'm gonna change my clothes a little, but we're not gonna have 999,000 outfit changes and
not about you.
400. No, it's about the fans. It's about the artists. It's about people just having a good time. And I love the fact that it's all these different genres mixed together.
You got Gaga.
So, yeah, from Gaga to J Balvin to
Yes.
Sabrina Carpenter to Busta Rhymes
Yeah.
to, Ricky Martin to
Ricky Martin,
yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
It's gonna be crazy.
You're doing the award you're giving out to Busta is your Rock
Yeah.
the Bells Visionary Award.
Yeah, it's the VMA Rock the Bells Visionary Award, and we're giving it to Busta because he's been such a instrumental and impactful artist with not only with his rhythmic flow, which I'm sure Thought will attest to, and his lyricism, but also his visual impact, the way he did the videos and the way he moved the
Woo-ah and all
world,
that.
woo-ha!
Yeah, I remember
You know
that.
what I mean?
Yeah, I love that.
So I'm giving Busta the first one, yeah.
I'm
yeah.
so excited. It's gonna be great. I love you. Anytime you are in
Glad to
town,
be
want to
here.
come out, you're the best, man.
My man.
LL Cool J. That's the best. Watch him host the MTV VMAs live this Sunday at 8 p.m. on CBS, MTV, and Paramount Plus. More Tonight Show after the break. Stick around.